Are you looking for the best instant camera? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best instant camera on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Fujifilm Instax Mini 12 Instant Camera. The Instax Mini 12 is a solid entry-level instant camera for beginners. You frame the shot, capture it, and get the print. You can even shoot selfies with it. The Fujifilm Instax Mini 12 is a great budget option if you want a no-frills instant camera. It's as simple as it gets. You put the Instax film cartridge in the camera, frame the shot through the optical viewfinder, and start clicking. Whatever you click will be instantly printed and takes a couple of minutes to develop in front of your eyes. You don't get effects like the more expensive Mini Evo, but there is a twisting barrel around the lens to help you zoom in for better close-ups, and a reflective panel on the front to help you take selfies. That's about it in terms of customization from the camera. The rest is up to you to frame your shot. One helpful feature is the built-in flash to aid in low-light situations. It's automatic and only triggers based on the ambient brightness levels. For power, the camera uses 2 AA batteries. The design is a little toy-like, with plastic construction, but at least you get 5 color options to choose from. Lastly, like the Mini Evo, it uses the company's Instax Mini film, which is widely available. Number 2. Nan SL 660 Instant Camera. The Nan SL 660 is quite different from our other recommendations. It offers more control over your captures than any other instant camera, with a mount for interchangeable lenses. Nan's SL 660 is a rare type of instant camera. It not only features manual settings for shutter speed and aperture, giving you near-complete control over your photos, but also has an interchangeable lens mount. So essentially, you get a DSLR combined with a photo printer. It has a fantastic build quality, and the company has used a CNC anodized aluminum alloy shell. There is also a wooden grip that adds to the look and design of the camera. While Nan sells 2 manual focus EF lenses, a 35mm f/2.4 and a 50mm f/1.8 for the camera, you can use any EF lens. Plus, as the camera has a passive EF style mount, it can work with nearly any other pre-mirrorless lens mount, given you have the right adapter. Unfortunately, it's not a cheap camera, and you don't even get a lens in the box. So, if you don't have compatible lenses lying around, that's an extra cost. Plus, of course, you will pay for the Instax square format film it uses, which is larger and more expensive than the mini format. So, it only makes sense if you have the budget and want more control over your clicks than any other instant camera can provide. Number 3. Polaroid Now Plus Generation 2 I-Type Instant Film Bluetooth Connected App-Controlled Camera. With a design reminiscent of the older Polaroid instant cameras and vintage-style prints, the Polaroid Now Plus Generation 2 is a good option if you want the old-school experience. The Polaroid Now Plus is a reminder of the classic Polaroid instant cameras. It has a similar design and prints vintage-style photos but also packs several modern features. For example, it uses a USB-C port for charging and has a companion app with a wide range of features, including a manual mode. The manual mode lets you tweak the aperture and shutter speed and set focus between 0.4-1.2 m. The app can also function as a remote shutter release and supports double exposure. Another highlight of the Polaroid offering is the included set of colored lenses, which you can snap onto the camera to make things more artistic. In terms of image quality, the Now Plus Gen 2 is a significant improvement over the Polaroid Now, mainly because it has better autofocus. Still, the camera requires effort from your end to capture good photos. It's easy to struggle with exposure, and the colors typically remain less saturated than what you'll get with Instax cameras. But that's part and parcel of the vintage Polaroid experience. The bulky design of the Now Plus also makes it less portable than our other recommendations. The Polaroid film packs also cost more than Fujifilm's Instax films and take up to 15 minutes to develop fully. Number 4. Lomography Lomo Instant Automatic Glass Camera. Like Nan's, Lomography is another company using Fujifilm's Instax film for its own instant cameras. Its Lomo Instant Automatic Glass is a compact instant shooter that delivers crisp and clean photos. However, its stronger low-light performance and broader field of view set it apart from other Instax cameras. So, if you want to capture landscapes, architecture, or large groups of people with your instant camera, the Lomo Instant Automat Glass is worth considering. It packs a 38mm glass lens with an f/4.5 aperture, which supports manual focus with 3 set positions. Apart from focus, you get an entirely automatic operation. Still, there is plenty of creative freedom. You can take long or multiple exposures, use lens attachments, or flash color gels. The glass uses the Instax Mini film, which is the same film used by the Instax Mini Evo. It's a high-quality film with saturated colors. For power, Lomography has opted to use 2 CR2 batteries, which is one reason the company is able to keep the size of the glass small. Sadly, that does mean it isn't rechargeable. All in all, there's plenty to like about Automat Glass, and it's an excellent choice for anyone who is a fan of Instax film and wants to capture frames with a wider field of view. Number 5. Fujifilm Instax Square SQ40 Instant Camera. Whether you're documenting adventures or everyday life, the Instax Square SQ40 from Fujifilm delivers instant gratification with its vintage-style prints. If you prefer the square film format, this good-looking camera in Fujifilm's portfolio is an excellent option. Like the Instax Mini 12, it features a retractable lens that offers regular and selfie modes with different focus distance ranges. It's also pretty much a point-and-shoot. So, you frame your shot by looking into the viewfinder and then push the shutter button to capture and print. Another highlight is the built-in flash for dimly lit situations. However, it's always triggered regardless of the lighting, so you cannot turn it off unless you physically cover it. The camera uses 2 CR2 batteries for power, which should last about 300 shots. Like other Instax cameras, the SQ40 prints have a vintage aesthetic and look good. However, as the camera uses an optical-grade plastic lens, the SQ40 results fall behind the Lomo Instant Square in terms of detail and contrast because the Lomography offering has a glass lens. Otherwise, the Instax Square SQ40 is a solid instant camera with a grown-up look and simplicity of use.